Hi, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, we'll be discussing the 1992 film Ladybugs, starring Rodney Dangerfield. Of course, this was really kind of like really on the downhill of Rodney's career in terms of movies. Because this was really, it wasn't really a great movie. This sports film was not really that great. And which we're going to get into why. But it was really the last really halfway decent film that Rodney made before he passed away like in the late 90s, early 2000s. Because not only does it star Rodney Dangerfield, I should mention Jack A. Harry from the sitcom the public sitcom 227 at that time, also starred in this film, playing his secretary. Because Rodney Dangerfield plays a salesman in a company. The other thing, like a real estate firm, it was like a salesman in there. And he decides one day he has no self-confidence in himself, and he decides, what the hell, to go to the boss, kiss his ass a little bit, and try to see if he can get himself a promotion. Well, he having to talk himself into coaching a girls soccer team that his company sponsors, called the Ladybugs. That's how they got the title for the film, because that's the name of the soccer team. So he didn't know anything about soccer. He has no experience. I mean, he watches sports, of course, but like the big name sports, like baseball, football, hockey, basketball, but he doesn't know two cents of soccer. And then he realizes that the daughter of his boss was probably the star player on the team. And of course his team that the company sponsors was kind of like the New York Yankees had this girls soccer league, because they kept winning championship after championship after championship. And now all of a sudden only they had maybe like two players who was on the team the year before. So they're all new girls, and they're all, for the most part, were terrible. Meanwhile, he has a fiancée who he's about to marry, who has a son who is a soccer star in his school. But the problem was that he got kicked off the team because of his lousy grades. And so Ronnie's trying to encourage him to do better in school and stuff, and his mother trying to do better. And the kid I should mention was played with Jonathan Brandis. And for some reason, he decides to convince the kid to dress up his fiance's son, to dress up as a girl and play on the team. Which they actually did this, and somehow it worked. Nobody knew that this was a boy dressed up as a girl. It was totally unbelievable. You could not buy him as a girl. I mean, it was unlike, it's like, or at least Tootsie, when Dustin Hoffman was cross-dressing, at least he looked like a woman. Because the way the type of makeup they used looked better. All he did was put a blonde wig on and a skirt and say, here you go. And people actually bought that. I mean, it was totally unbelievable plot. And you do have to suspend your disbelief for watching this film. But while he was on the team, he actually had Rodney's fiance's son had a crush on the boss's daughter, who, like I said earlier, was on the supposed star of the team. Well, she was having a tough time on the team, the boss's daughter. And at one point, the boss says to Ronnie, they actually were playing well enough, they actually won a few games, they actually got into the championship game in that league. Thanks to the help of the fiance's son, Jonathan Brandis' character, and he helped them get to the championship game. And now all of a sudden they found out that the fiancé found out what Ronnie was doing, what the son was doing. He was dressed up as a girl so he could play on the team and help Ronnie out. And he says, and she quit. She broke off the engagement. The kid decided to say, hey, forget this. I don't need this headache. And he quits. The son quits. He said, great, now what the hell am I going to do? And now the boss's daughter, the boss told Ronnie not to, play her because he doesn't want her to get hurt and afraid that she was not that good. And so Ronnie says, "F you. No, you can tell me what to do in the company when I'm on the job, but you hired me as the coach of this team, and you can't tell me who to play or who not to play." So it's like kind of like a Walter Matthau moment for the Bad News Bears. And if you've seen the Vision movie, you know what I'm talking about. When local city councilman told him don't play the lupus kid, and Walter Matthau says to him, pretty much says, "Screw you! I'm gonna play who I want. I'm the coach of this team. You're not. So get back in the stands." And that's what Ronnie said to his boss. Look, you can tell me what to do in the company, who to sell to, who not to sell to, what to negotiate price, but here on the field, I'm the boss here, and you can't tell me who to play, who not to play. I want to play your daughter. She's one of the better players in this team, and I want to play her. And so, it was like the fiance's son, Jonathan Brandis' character. He goes, gets the girl, she comes back, they play, and they actually, without Jonathan Brandis playing, because at this point the whole team knew that Martha was actually a boy. And they ended up winning the championship. They ran up winning the game anyway on a penalty kick from the boss's daughter. Spoiler. And of course, by the end of the movie, the boss says, congratulate Ronnie for doing such a good job with the team. And then what he did was he actually did give, he ended up giving Ronnie the promotion. Of course, at the end of the movie, the last night Ronnie says, "Yay, I finally got some respect." Which of course, anybody who knows Ronnie Dangerfield, Ronnie Dangerfield's comedy, and you can see some of his comedy on YouTube, his act was, "I don't get no respect." And so he finally got some respect, and he finally got the job he wanted, and the girl of Ronnie's fiance, I forgot who played her in the film, decided to make up with him, so that she finally understood she was mad because Ronnie had her son dressed up as a girl so he could play on the team and stuff. But before the actual end line where he says they finally got some respect, now all of a sudden Ronnie is coaching a baseball team, a sport that Ronnie does know about or has some knowledge about. Did the same thing. This time it was a whole boys team. So okay, cool. He's managing an all boys baseball team. But then it was actually a girls team, a girls league. So all the boys were wearing like long wigs, at the end of the film. And there was one coach from another team says, "Hey, I heard you played a boy in the girls league. You're not doing that here, are you?" He said, "Oh no, why not?" And then you see all the boys wearing long wigs. I mean, come on! It was like doing the same thing all over again, but all boys in a girls league, except one boy on the team. It was like dumb. The joke was coming, in the end of this film. But I mean, the film was like okay, in terms of like comedy, it was okay. It's passable, it's watchable, but like I said earlier, you have to like suspend your disbelief for watching this film. But if you happen to be a Ronnie Dangerfield fan, I believe this is like really the last film. And I think he made one or two other movies after this. I think it was like Meet Wally Sparks, and I think he did another film, and that's it. So it's really towards the end of his movie career, or the start of the end of his movie career. They did this film, and it's like I said, it's watchable, but not that great. And I think his best movie is still Back to School, in my opinion. So that's my movie. That's my review of the movie Ladybugs. Please click on the video, please rate it. Please subscribe to my channel, and please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. You can check out all my reviews and on my YouTube channel at rallyc.com, so WDY, and c.com. There's a homepage in your Rally Reviewer. Chris Lee Moore, and please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.